but these are not mine.
Well, since you're looking at the cards, do you recognize any people in the cards? Any?
Oh yes, Stephen
Yeah.
Horn, I recognize from way back. Hodgson, yes, I remember him too. He was a student of mine, then he taught here for a while. Hodgson, I can't remember his first name. Lisa Steele, I think was a teacher. Yeah, she was a teacher here. And Spencer Yates, that was also, they're mostly teachers by the look of it. Chris Woods, oh, again. Actually, there's one card that, oh, there's mine, W.C. Woods. Now, there you go. That's interesting, isn't it? 2 under.
But I mean, not in an obnoxious way, and not sort of with braggadocio. He just sort of, he had thought about everything, and people were afraid of him because he was so intelligent.
Well, this is the one that I mentioned has my old roommate on it, Martha Hutchins, and she and I graduated around, this is a book on Frank Stella, the black paintings, and she and I graduated in 79 or thereabouts, and she was in Toronto for a while, kind of then disappeared into the interior of BC somewhere, actually on one of the islands, and I haven't heard from her for years, even though I would send her a Christmas card every year, but I never heard back.
And does this card kind of like remind you of any like specific experiences or anything from that time as a grad student?
You know, I was thinking when you were going to do this project, like, oh, you know, all these cards, like, what's going to do? But it's surprisingly, it's like a trigger, you know? There's, you know, it's funny because we're having coffee and you're having a muffin, and it's like there's that famous Marcel Proust novel, Remembrance of Things Past, that starts from him tasting a madeleine, which is a little like pastry, and it starts this whole chain of memories for him, and that's like this one of the hugest, most famous books, all starting with like a taste. So it's kind of funny seeing this little card, and I mean, I probably could talk for an hour about this card because there's so many things about it that are, it doesn't give me memories, specific memories, because I don't have good memory, but it definitely like embodies a time. It's also really interesting for me because you know, we always think that we're changing, and I think we are, and we also aren't. And it's really interesting to see, like, I write exactly the same way, which, you know, shouldn't surprise me, but it does a little bit. I'm using red pen, which kind of does surprise me because you know, even just packing to come on this trip, I packed my bag and I had to make sure I had a red pen and a black pen and a thick black pen. You know, like it's like I like the right drawing utensil for the right tool. Like if I'm working on a sketch of something, I might draw some part in black and like annotate it in red. So red, it somehow is kind of important to me that I have that. Why I would have used the red, I'm not sure.